Hello everyone, I am the goddess Arachne, and today I'm going to be doing a reading on what about you intimidates other people or someone specifically. So just ask about anyone you're curious about. It could be anyone, a boss, a friend, an enemy, it could be anyone. Pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on pile number 1. And thank you all for liking and commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I always send out love, protection, and healing and blessings to all my subscribers. And I always wish the best for y'all. Alright, for pile number 1, a card already flew out. What intimidates this person? What intimidates people about pile number 1? Goodness. Okay, we have fish, bear, whale, beaver, vulture, wolf, panther, goodness. And I also want to use another deck. What intimidates people about my pile number 1s? What about them intimidates this person or people in general? I just heard I will cause a mother effing scene. So I think that you will call someone out no matter where you're at. Like, you would 100% be in the middle of the mall around like 1,000 other people, and then someone insults you. You will literally scream at them. And I don't know, I just got that vision. So maybe you've done this before. This person thinks you would do that and you would cause an entire scene. I heard you're bold and you're hot. Because we are getting a lot of bold animals here. On the bottom of the deck, for this other deck that I have, it's the Rabbit, 7 of Pentacles. So you are someone who has your hands in a lot of jars. I feel like you can talk to a lot of different people and you can code switch really well. I think that makes you very intimidating because no one... I heard it could be also the people that you know or that you're close to. It could be your family that also makes you intimidating. We have fish. I do think that you're someone who is really intuitive, but I also think this card is telling me that you can go with the flow and you can adapt really well to your surroundings. So again, with having your hand in like different cookie jars, like you can get along well with others. You go with the flow. You know exactly what tone to use. You know exactly what to say to people. I think you're really slick. We have the bear too. So the bear is very stable. And I'm also seeing the polar bear in my mind because the polar bear is literally so cute. But like it will give you like the cutest face, and then it will, when you least expect it, like attack you. So I think you may be like that. Like someone might be acting crazy in your face and you will look at them like, and then in the snap of a second you will look like this in their face. Like, I think that your switch is so fast. It's not even a slow build up. I think you're someone who goes from 0 to 100, and I think people or this person knows that about you. And with the beaver here, I think that you have a strong foundation and you're a hard worker. So if you did want to get revenge, or if you had this plan you wanted to carry through, you would carry it through. I think that you're a bit of a workaholic, and I think that once you have your mindset to something, you will get it done and you will get what you want. We also have hummingbird too. So you're someone who doesn't quit. So for example, if someone really, really screws you over, I think you would be really relentless at trying to get your lick back. And we do have vulture too. So the vulture card to me, it's pretty mysterious, but usually when I get it, it's usually about someone who you will watch someone. Like, you won't necessarily attack them when they expect it or when they're up and walking around. I think you're someone who will watch this person. You will listen. I think this person knows that about you because we also have the wolf. So I don't think you're someone who's going to run up on someone and act crazy unless they're acting crazy in your face. I don't think you're going to do that. I think you're someone who watches and waits. I do think you must have a pretty either you have a strong family group or your ancestors are really heavy at standing with you and behind you. I think also because we have the white buffalo here, and that's a really lucky card, especially with money. I think the fact that I think you have divine helpers that help you when you go through hard situations. So you might be one of those people that feel like, yeah, you might yell back at them, or you might, sometimes you might go out of your way to harm someone because they harmed you. But you also are one of those people where you don't have to do anything. And you could also be the other half of people choosing this group that feel like every time someone wrongs you, usually something bad happens to those people. And I think what also intimidates others about you is no matter what they try to ruin or what they try to stop, you have another opportunity and you have another door opening for you. So if they try to stop your wealth, well, they might have messed up your job, or they might have messed up this job opportunity for you because, I don't know, they called the boss and said, oh my God, like, they like orchestrated this whole situation where you didn't get a job you wanted. Well, guess what? An even better job is going to get offered to you, and they're going to get that job you wanted, and they're going to feel miserable. And they're going to have to watch you getting all these new opportunities and getting this money. So I think that's something about you that is really intimidating. Also, I want to point out, I think that you have a very intimidating look to your eyes. I think that this is how you look at people you don't like. I think this is just how you look at people that you really don't like. Like, maybe not this one, but like the eyes. The eyes. So I think there's something about your eyes that look like these animals, the coyote, the wolf, the jaguar. I think if someone pisses you off, I just heard if looks could kill. I feel like when someone pisses you off, you just give them this look like you are about, like, I think if someone's just like screaming at you and being crazy, you don't even make an expression. You just do something. I heard you do something with your eyes. Like, your eyes just look right through them. And I think you're someone who has like these unimaginable, intrusive, like gory thoughts in those moments. And I think that the other individuals can sense that. And I think that, yeah, they can sense that. They can see that in your eyes. We also have the moose. So you're someone who is really bold. You dress bold. You look bold. I heard an immovable object. So, like, if you didn't want someone to, like, touch your stuff, and they're like trying to move you out of the way for them to touch your stuff, I think that you are going to, I think you're pretty stout. Like, I'm hearing stout. Like, they try to knock you out the way. I don't think it's really easy for people to do that. Like, you might be a smaller person and people could be surprised that they can't like knock you like over really easy. I just see it have like a scene playing in my mind of like two people walking past each other and like both of them knocking each other, but I think you're really stout, so if you hit someone, I think that you just walk right through them. So I just heard you could definitely knock someone's ass on, I mean, bottom on the floor. Like, you could knock someone out. Because I'm seeing someone with like strong shoulders, even for a female. Like, if you put, you've seen those videos where people punch people and they literally like fall completely backwards. I think that you could definitely do that to someone. Because there's something about you that's really stout. And we do have the Lovers here too. I don't think that you're someone who enjoys conflict though. I think that you would be someone who's like, are you sure? Like, I really don't want to do this. I also feel like you have the gift of gab as well. So if you don't fight physically, you can fight in like social warfare. And social warfare, what I mean by that is you can get other people to go against this person or others. So I think you really do have the gift of gab when it comes to like warfare. But we do have the whale too. So I think that you are really deep. I think that you have a lot of wisdom, and I think that you would rather not. But the point of this all is to let you know that people know that you could hurt them. You could hurt them with your wisdom. You could hurt them with the things you know about them. You could hurt them. Your family, your friends would. They know that they have to be careful with that. Also, they feel like you always watch them. So I don't know if you like kind of keep an eye on this person and they've turned around and they've noticed you, or different scenario, this person has like stared at you and then you stare back. I just heard happiness stares back. Um, sorry. Um, I think that there's just really something about this look you get in your eyes. Oh, I'm getting a scene of like someone staring at you. You know how some people will stare at you and then they'll like have like that stank face look on their face? I think you will literally just not even make a face at them. I think that you will just stare at them just like this. And just stare at them like this until they stop. Because I just heard I ain't got time for that. I think that you're someone who has gone through a lot of situations in the past where I think you've seen a lot of stuff in your life. I'm trying not to curse. You've seen a lot of stuff in your life. So you're someone who can see through fake kindness. You're someone who can see if someone is genuine. I think that you're someone who looks at the small little details on how people are talking, what facial expressions they're making, what little micro expressions they're making. I think that you pay attention to those things, and some people might wonder why you stopped talking to them, but deep down they know it's because they have some weird problem with you, but they have not shown it on the surface. but you stop talking to them even though they haven't shown anything. They feel like that they were good at hiding it. You stop talking to them, it's like they feel insecure. They're like, how did they know? How did they know that I felt this way about them, you know? Also, I think that you tell others. So if the gift of the gab part connects with you, I think that either you have a tight-knit group or you have a tight-knit family. You can tell people about this person. Like, this person could also feel like you go deep and you can find like their insecurities, and you know how to hit them like pretty harshly with their own insecurities. And we have the cardinal here, and that's creative force, zeal, sacred song. So it's your voice. There's something here about your voice as well. I just heard what's mine is mine, and you can't take it. So I think you're someone who is very lucky and you work for the things that you have, but some people are ignorant and they think that you just get stuff handed to you. But you know how people are, they're stupid. But I think for y'all, for pile number one, all in all, I get that it's the look that you give to people. It's the look on your face. It's the fact that they know you don't care who's around. If they start talking crazy, you're going to take it way over what they're taking it. They know, they could know stuff about your family. They could know stuff about your past. So I think you're someone who is very stable on your own 2 feet. And you are a very fierce opponent for these people to have, because most of these animals that are in front of me right now, they build stable foundations you can't just push over. They are a stable animal you cannot push over, or they're an animal that would just tear you apart. The only soft animal that I see here, because even cardinals, if you know anything about cardinals, you know they're pretty mean. They'll fight their own reflection. If they think that someone is coming in their territory, they will fight their own reflection. The only soft animal that I see here maybe is the hummingbird and the rabbit. But again, for the rabbit, that could also represent you have a large surrounding of people that care about you, or ancestors standing behind you. And people are surprised with the people that you're close to. The hummingbird really just tells me that you have unstoppable force and energy when it comes to people and things like this, and your own projects. I heard, gosh, what is that song? I think it's maybe by Ghostmane, or it's by some other band, but they say, I have 1,000 ways for you to end in yellow tape. So it's like, that's telling me you have really creative ideas that you can get back at people. It doesn't always have to be violent, but if you notice someone's manipulative, I think that you are 10 steps ahead. I think you're someone who plans ahead. But yeah, that's all of what I'm seeing for you, group number one. I hope that you liked this reading. Please comment down below if this resonated. Leave me a like and subscribe for equal energy exchange. and I hope that you all have a good rest of your day, and thank you all for watching. Hello, my pile number 2s. This is your group if you chose it, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. What is it about my group number 2s that intimidates people or this person? What is it about group number 2 that intimidates people or this person? Please help me connect group number 2, Father Spirit, Mother Hecate, Circe, Media. Please help me connect to group number 2 and show me what is it about group number 2 that intimidates this person or these people that they're around or asking about. All right. Please tell me and show me what intimidates people about group number 2. That's already a great sign. So already, just from seeing that as the bottom of the deck energy of the overall energy of this reading, people know that you have something bigger within. You are very mystical. You probably do magic, and people know this. We have unicorn here. We do have elephant. You're someone who is very, very wise. I just heard, I remember everything. So I got this just in my mind's eye. I saw someone who thinks back to like you'll be someone who's an adult, and then you'll think back to like 2nd grade when Susie frickin' knocked over your milk or something. Like, you, as silly as that seems, you remember stuff and you don't forget it, and you do not let bygones be bygones. Although you may not go out of your way to, let's just say you don't forget. We have the horse. So you have a lot of strength. And if someone tries to stand in your way, you're literally going to run them over. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but horses are not, they don't stop when a human is in front of them or when anything's in front of them. And I just got that image of that video of that horse, like, standing next to a fence, and it literally ate a bird. And I went through this weird rabbit hole of how sometimes horses just eat birds. Yeah. So you are capable of hurting people. And sometimes it's not always on purpose. It's just they step in your way, you didn't see them, well, they get trampled. And also, again, with the eagle. So you have a one-track mind. It's like, you have a goal, you're going to get to the goal. Well, again, little Susie, or adult Susie now, standing in your way, trampled. Didn't even notice them. You didn't even, and sometimes when horses are running, they'll just poop. So like, I'm just getting an image of a horse running someone over, and then just pooping. We're not going to say the S word. Pooping all over them. So I think that's what you do to people. Like, yeah. I think that you also, if you don't use magic, you should. But I think that for most people that chose this pile, you use magic to protect yourself. And you also use magic to see people's intentions as well. So that you can maneuver yourself. Either they're going to get trampled on, or they can just miss you with it. I think you're someone who can see people's intentions. I also think you're one of those people that sense these intentions before they make it known. And this time I got the wolf in reverse. So if this person is within your group, it doesn't matter. If they're your family, it doesn't matter. If they're your sister, it doesn't matter. If they're your brother, people know that you will disown someone as soon as they misstep. You'll poop right all over them just like a horse would. And you're a very hard worker too, because we have the B card. I think you're someone who's just more focused on your future and what you want in your life. And that's what makes you intimidating. And also very, like, the card that's in the middle of all of these animals is the tiger. You don't really have time for anyone else. I just keep hearing in my, I guess it's like, I just keep hearing, because that's how I channel. Like, I'll see like videos of scenes inside of my mind's eye, or I'll hear things. But I think you're just someone who you could care less about other people, not in a bad way, but you go to work to work. You go to work to work. You go home, you go to bed. You don't go to work and say, "Oh, like, what is Jesse doing? Did you hear this about this person?" I don't think you do that kind of stuff. Because what gives me that is the wolf being in reverse, and all of these animals are loners except for the elephant and the horse. But horses aren't always alone. Sometimes they're in groups, like in the wild. So, but I don't think that you're a group person, because the wolf being in reverse is, because the wolf upright is like a pack. You're loyal. You have close family. I don't really think you give a crap about other people's lives. So when someone tries to step in your way, I just think you feel like it's more of an inconvenience, and then you're just like, ugh, get out of my way. It's interesting too, because we have the unicorn. I just heard you just want what you want, and you really don't care about anybody else. But you will see them. If they have negative intentions towards you, you do see it every time. Now, you might not be able to vocalize that to others, but normally these types of people show themselves, and you know that. So that's a great gift of discernment that you have. It's clairsentient, but you have clairvision. Like, you can predict people's behavior. And that's what's intimidating about you, because people can't get in your way. People can't throw the wool over your eyes. People can't get you dragged into, people can't, triangulate you. People, because you don't care about people. Like, if those two people don't like me, oh, you're telling me they're talking bad about me, oh, I don't care. I don't care, because I'm working, I'm going home, and I'm sleeping. And I sleep good. I sleep like a baby. But I also heard that you won't hesitate. And why would somebody get ran over by a horse and then get up again and then get in front of the horse again and get trampled on again? I think you might have funny stories of people like try and get in your way. They get hurt because you either do protection magic, you do return to cinders, you do something, and and these people, they're almost like a Looney Tunes cartoon when one of the Looney Tunes get trampled all over them and they just like crawl back and then they do it again and they get trampled even worse, and then they have like the big bump on their head that like grows like super high, and then they just keep trying it. And I just heard it's just comedy to you. We love to see it. All right. What else? What else intimidates people about my group number 2s? What else intimidates people about my group number 2s? Because you don't care. We got the 4 of Cups. This card is all about apathy. You don't give a damn. You don't care. We have the 5 of Swords, and in this context, you're gonna win no matter what. Winning at all costs. Like, I know that the 5 of Swords is typically a negative card, but for this context and from what I've been saying and all these other cards, you're gonna win. No matter what. You're someone who's focused on your coin. You're someone who's focused on growing your dreams. You're someone who's focused on the bag. You don't care. We have the 3 of Wands here. Rise and shine. You're slow and steady. You're hunting down what you want. But people know that you always win. That's what's intimidating about you. I'm seeing a video, I think it was Jerry Springer or the Maury Show. It might have been Jerry Springer, but it was of this girl. She was kind of shy, and she apologized to the person with the microphone talking to her. And then someone in the back of the whole episode, you know how they could question them at the end? Well, this girl was like, sit down, why do you keep saying sorry, or something like that. And the girl says, you know what, I was going to tell you I actually liked your hair, but you ugly. And she was just roasting her. And then I'm just getting that scene of her saying, you mad, you mad, you mad. I think that's you. That's you to anybody who tries to step in your way and they just get trampled and they're just mad. And we have the King of Pentacles, power, wealth, ruthless, and this is a rhinoceros. So think about if a rhinoceros slammed into you. So you're someone who cares about your stability. You're someone who either you are an earth sign or you're just mostly just focused on your job or your school or whatever is going to bring that in for you. We have the 8 of Cups, abandonment, escapisms, true seeing. So you see these people, and the 8 of Cups is about walking away. So you're someone who is, if someone insults you, they know they can't get deep under your skin. They know they can't distract you because that's what most of these people try to do anyway. So your money could intimidate people. You may come off like you have a lot of money or that you're going to make a lot of money. You come off like you have a deep personal power to you. You come off like you would go right for the throat. You come off just that you really don't care about anyone else's life. We have the Page of Wands, raccoon, enthusiasm, free spirit, new ideas. So yeah, you're just over there minding your business. You're over there being a creative baddie. And we have justice. Again, with the elephant, we have 2 elephants here. So you know you have divine justice on your side. Holy shit. I mean, holy crap. We have Empress. So we have the cow. Empress, abundance, creativity, fertility. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are abundant. You're standing on business. You are that. You are the shit. She, you are that bee. You know what I'm going to say. We have the Fool, the Puffin, childlike wonder, trust and freedom. So you're out here taking risks. Well, if someone's blocking this way, guess what? You're going to turn this way and make more money that way. While they're sitting there saying, oh, did she come by? Oh, did she see this barrier? Oh, did she know I did that? No. No, because you went that way and now you're making more money. And we have the Stag, the Hierophant. Big business, tradition, and spirituality. Yes. So, again, you're someone who you stand on business. You are spiritually protected. You are the divine feminine, or you have divine feminine traits. You know justice is on your side. You know the universe is on your side. Spirit's on your side. Your ancestors are on your side. So you have big energy. So your aura speaks for itself. Your aura speaks for itself. You don't have to speak. You just walk right by these people. And that's what's intimidating about you, because they don't technically know what you're capable of. But you know that them flying at you is just going to be like little gnats flying around you. And you're just going to like snatch them and squish them. That's what you're going to do. And you're not going to make a fuss about it. You're not going to... So like group number 1, they were more like to be up in their face if they were up in your face. I feel like you're more of someone who's just like stone cold. For some reason I heard Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know why I get these like wrestling references. I think you're someone who like they can't tell what you're thinking, but they know that you know more than what they think. Because all these animals, straight up stone cold, not making no expression on their face, straight up just looking at them right in their eye, right in someone's eyes, not making any faces, just looking right through people. I think that's what you do. You just look at people like they're stupid when they act stupid because they're acting stupid. And then you look away. And then you focus on whatever it was you were focusing on originally. I don't need to say more. I mean, you don't care. And at the end of the day, you'll always win anyway. So, and these people know that. I think that this group is my entrepreneurs. This group is my business people. This group is my very smart individuals who do not engage in people's stupidity because you're above it. So good job, group number 2s. People know that you're better than them. So again, one final message. It's like, I wonder, please tell me if this is true. Have you ever had someone say, you think you're better than me? And let's just say you weren't even focused on this person. You don't even know this person's name. They'll be like, you think you're so good, don't you? You think you're so this, you think you're so... I know y'all have heard that before. And comment down below if I'm right, because I just know from the cards, people have said that to you. Like, you think you're so pretty, you think you're all that, you think... Because you are, and they know it, and you never said it. They're the ones that said it because they know it's true. But anyways, y'all have a good rest of your day. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated. Please let me know down below if it did, and please like this video and subscribe if you like my content, and comment down below if you would like me to do specific readings that you'd like to hear. Thank you all and have a blessed day. Hello, my group number 3s. If you chose number 3, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I don't know why. I have that sound from TikTok. I don't know what it originally is from, but it's this girl. I don't know, but I recognize her voice in a lot of videos, and she'll be like, I'm thinking of the one where it's like, that's Gene and them! That's Gene and them! I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it cracks me up every time I hear it. So that might have something to do with this. Alright, so please, Father, Spirit, Mother, Hecate, Circe, Media, please tell me what makes my group number 3s intimidating. Why do they intimidate these people or this person? Why do they intimidate these people or this person? Why do they intimidate these people or this person? Why do they intimidate these people or this person? Why do they intimidate these people or this person? Why does my group number 3s intimidate? Oh, jeez. Oh, I love this card. So you're someone who we like to see the owl. Very mystical. You have good foresight. We have snake again with the circle. So I keep hearing eternal. You understand the cycles of life. You know the wheel of karma. You know the wheel of fortune. Time heals all and solves all is what I hear. We have the black egg. You are someone who you are my very spiritual pile. You definitely believe in karma. You are very mysterious to these people or this person. You have a dark aura, but you have a beautiful spirit. You have good foresight. You get signs and synchronicities almost every day. 444, 333, 888, 777, 222. All zeros, like 4 zeros I'm seeing. 7171. 555. I feel like you've been seeing 555 and 444 and 333 quite a lot. And also 222 could be like the main numbers that you see every day. You have a beautiful spirit, like the hummingbird. I think I've got the hummingbird in almost every pile, but they represented different things. And for this pile, it represents your spirit. But you have this cloak of darkness surrounding you. I think that you're someone who's been through so much pain. You've been through so much hurt. You've been dragged through the mud over and over and over again. And I don't know if y'all have watched Adventure Time, but there's this scene that I'm seeing of Marceline, the vampire queen, the vampire, because she's lived for like 2,000 years. And I get this quote from her that, I don't know, I'm channeling like fast. And it's like when I'm talking about one, there's like 3 others. But she says, no one lives long enough to see the cycles. So you're someone who has deep wisdom. You're someone who, you know your path in life and you are following it. So people know that they can't be fake around you. People know that you have divine gifts. They might not describe it as divine gifts. Heck, I saw 434 on the clock. You could be someone who people have said things like, I think you have prophetic dreams too. Like everything keeps coming to me really fast right now. I think you have very fast downloads. I think you get divine insights on others. You stand strong and you've been through hell and back is what I heard. Your spirit chose this life to go through all these challenges so it could become its fullest potential at the end. I feel like you're a very intense and deep person. Sea serpents, I imagine they would live deep, deep, deep in the ocean. And there is something here about cycles. So let's say if someone were like they saw you, but they heard the things that you talked. Like I think people hear the things that you talk about, and people realize you have a deep wisdom to you, and you're not about to play these 3D games with these people. You're very, very, very mysterious. Some people might have called you devil worshiper, or that doesn't even. I think you're someone who understands that it's deeper than that. Like, all energies coexist, they need each other. I think you're someone that understands that on a really deep level. But when you try to talk about these things to other people, they just look at you and they say, "You're going to hell." Hang on, I'll be right back. All right. So, again, I feel like you are someone who you get a lot of downloads. You understand the depth of our lives. You understand existence. I think that you get downloads about existence and life, but it's difficult for you to express. It's difficult because we have a limited vocabulary. So I think that you're someone who's a very deep thinker. You're someone who you get things on your own as well. I think from a young age that you have had like this understanding of existence and life, and you've been very mystical. You're probably into the occult. You're probably really deep into the occult, and this intimidates others about you. I think that you are someone who loves all things in existence, even down to the smallest creature. I think that you appreciate them. You see everything as a life. I think that you're someone who looks into other, I think you would call them beings. Like you look into their eyes and you understand, like you connect with that being through your eyes, through their eyes. I don't know if I'm making sense. If I'm not, this probably is not your pile. But you are someone who also, I think you, okay, I think you intimidate people because people think you're insane. So, like, to the average normal person who doesn't think past their 9 to 5 every day, I think you scare people because you are like a grade A manifester. You may be really interested in the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, and like I think that you like to learn manifestation. I think you like to learn things about sound frequencies. I think that you also are into sacred geometry. I think that you are vocal about these things, and I think people think that you're like crazy, so like that intimidates them. People know that you've been through a lot and you've had many, many phoenix moments. You've been through so much pain and you've risen above it. I just heard the Kundalini. And also, you're someone who is very self-reliant. You know you're not alone in this world. And this intimidates people because you might seem like you're all alone, and you might seem like whatever someone throws your way is going to stop you or stifle you. But every single time you overcome it, people can sense this light inside of you. People can sense there, just like this egg, like there is something really like you are, like people can sense that you can will things to be just with your own thoughts. Like you want to be more beautiful, you'll will it to be. You'll use your mind, you will manifest it. You want this job, you will will it to be. You want revenge on someone. You don't want to have to will it to be, but you will it to be. I think that you've been through such dark moments in your life that I think a part of you likes the pain. I think a part of you, like, I think when something tragic is happening, it propels you forward. It propels you. It shapes you. It makes you stronger. I think that if someone came to you with some crazy shit, I think that what's so intimidating about you is, like, you have secrets of, like, the occult. You have understanding of the occult, and people might know that about you. So that's really intimidating. They don't know if you're going to use it to hurt them. Like, you could tell people about dreams you have that have came true. They don't know if you're going to use your gifts to hurt them. They don't know if you're going to use your gifts to manifest something happening to them, because you could. Because I think the people that are in your life, because they love you, see you as this wonderful, like, angel. I think that's how people see you. Now, people that wish bad upon you, people that have bad intentions towards you, see you like you have a negative aura, like you're this evil thing that's going to be damned, and your gifts are from the devil. But I think this is where I started off when I had to pause the video. I had to get some water. But you have this understanding that it goes way deeper than that. Like, this life is deeper than that BS. Our soul's evolution is deeper than that, and you understand that, and that is really intimidating to others. And you know where you're going. You're not lost. You're not just waiting silently for things to happen for you. Because these spiders, the tarantulas, they don't sit in a web and wait. They hunt what they want, and they keep moving. Yeah, I do feel like you say, when you say things will happen, they will happen. I think you're one of those people, and that intimidates others because they don't know how you're going to use your gifts if they have negative intentions towards you. So they try to demonize you. Let's keep going. What intimidates people about my pile number 3s? It's like you have a divine shield around you that is protecting you at all times. I think you have a very innocent and you have a very pure soul, and you have just been drugged through the damn mud this lifetime. I think you have been through, like, I'm getting chills. Like, I think you have been through the most violent, horrific, like, I don't know if you can see it, but I have goosebumps on me. Like, horrific, like, beatings, horrific, just horrific shit, man. We have the bear, the Queen of Pentacles. We have the snake again. We have a lot of symbolism of snakes and serpents within this reading. So you probably manifest. You probably resonate with the energy of the snake. You could be born in the year of the snake. Your nakshatra in Vedic astrology may be Aslesha, so sun, moon, or rising could be Aslesha. We have the Tower again, horrific events. Like, you are someone that can cause horrific damage. You are someone that can also go through tower after tower after tower, and people have watched you get up every single time. And we have the porcupine. Jeez, man. Porcupine. Quiet ferocity, storytelling, ancestral wisdom. I just got the image of someone or a child or you sitting there with your ancestors, have their hand on your shoulder, and they have their hands like on your head. It's like they're with you. You know they're with you. You know that all time is happening at the same time. You know shit. And the stories that you tell people, you have a quiet ferocity about you. People know. Like, there is this theme of like purity in this reading. They know, and if they don't know, they find out. If they harm you, it's like the hammer of justice just slams down, and their whole life will fall apart, and they know that. This could also represent the stories you say of what happened to you as well. And if you do talk to people about the things you know, this card also represents that. Like, you're good at explaining these things to people and these concepts to people. We have the alligator, the page of cups, surprising insights, artistry, coming up for air. So again, you're someone who goes deep, and then you can come back up out of these situations with insights. I just keep getting dream magic, dream prophecies. I think that you have prophecies in your sleep, and if not even in your sleep, it could be in your daydreams. You have prophecies just out of nowhere. You get insights, you get pictures, you get images, you get names, you get numbers randomly flash through your mind's eye. You hear random things. I think you have all the clairs. The things you say come to be. The things you predict will come to be. You have random smells, and I think that you're a medium as well. And you probably have a lot of stories on shit you've seen. Stuff you've seen, things you've heard. We have the hermit, ascension, illumination, and introspection. You're a very deep individual. You have many divine insights. I think you have all the clairs, and that's really intimidating to people. You are extremely psychic and connected to both sides. Dare I say, all sides. We have the Ace of Cups, pure joy, true fulfillment, divine inspiration. So you have divine energies that inspire you to do things. It's like you get these little whispers, you get these little nudges to either stay away from someone, you get little nudges to do certain things, say certain things to certain individuals, because that is spirit or God or whatever you think, whatever it is, it just is. And you know that too. You are well aware that God just is, and that's just it. We have armadillo, marking territory, impenetrable, defense, and caution. 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. So you're someone that has deep knowledge on the occult. You can use it for bad if you wanted to. You understand we need light and dark. You need both. You need to work with both. Again, we have the Hanged Man. You have higher perspective. You understand the ebbs and flows, the back and forths in life, and you work with it. So you're an ultimate alchemist. We have the Five of Wands, so you are not afraid to use your gifts to protect yourself. And I think when you use magic, when you use your manifestations to protect yourself, it's earth-shattering. Your manifestations, alchemy, manifestation, and willpower. It shatters people's worlds. It makes their worlds fall apart. It makes their relationships fall apart. It makes their job fall apart. It makes their mental health fall apart. I think when you use your magic, you can drive someone to the point of insanity if you wanted to, because you have such deep knowledge on the subjects and you know what energies to work with if you wanted to. We also have opossum. I love possums. They're so cute. Strategy, fact-finding, and curiosity. So you find the facts, you have strategies, you know what to use, you have a vast knowledge of the occult, you have vast knowledge of understanding souls, you have vast knowledge of understanding in this life. I don't think there's anything you can't do, pile number 3. Please let me know down below if this resonated with you. This was a very powerful pile, and I'm honored to connect with the people that have connected to this pile. Let me know down below if this resonated. Leave me a like. And it's okay. You might be someone who doesn't feel comfortable commenting. That's fine. But please leave me a like, and please subscribe if you like my content. And let me know if there is another reading that you'd like to know down below, or you'd like to hear down below. And thank you all so much for watching. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching my video. And stay blessed and prayed up. I know my pile number 3s will.